Hello, welcome to What's the Point Horror. So this is a brand new series for the Kreeping Kobold channel where I will be going through each and every point horror title.
Excellent!
The reason being, point horror for me shaped my love of horror growing up. As a teenager, I read as many point horrors as I could get my hands on. So really, this series is to celebrate that, to celebrate point horror.
Celebrate?
To bring it back, because it has died slightly, which is sad, and discuss all the titles from the first to the very last. And on that note, we start with Avalanche. Da-da-la, looking very old, looking very lovely, with a little barcode on the front there. So one of the things I've enjoyed about this series so far is digging out all of the books. So this one came from Connecticut, a school library in Connecticut, more specifically Veterans Park School. So Veterans Park School Library, thank you very much for this. Thank you very much eBay as well. This is very, very overdue, this library book, but never mind that, moving swiftly on.
Let's face it, this is long overdue.
So the story. So Avalanche is about primarily one boy. There's a little bit about his family, but it's largely him stuck, trapped in an avalanche. Completely isolated. A lot of the book is him by himself, reflecting on his life and relationships. It's quite sad sometimes. He thinks he might not get back to his family. I'm not going to spoil the ending. But it's actually a really good read, and not necessarily for the teenage audience as well. It's, as an adult, I'm reading it for the first time and I really enjoyed it. It's not too long, it's a page turner. Kind of think touching the void for teenagers, I guess, and 127 hours where Thingy Doodah's got his hand trapped. James Franco, that's his name. But yeah, actually really good book. Not your typical point horror, I wouldn't say. Point horror has quite a particular template, I think. You know, sinister phone calls.
This is long overdue.
Sinister shadows, sinister men, sinister women, babysitters in trauma, past trauma, friends having dark secrets. Yeah, but this is quite different. It's a really strong start for the point horror series, I think. And it's not your standard, which I think is a good thing. Yeah, so great start, Avalanche. So in line with ranking all of the point horrors, not necessarily saying which is a favourite, but ranking, I have decided. Thank you, David. Thank you, Hoff. To provide a top trump rating for every single book. So I've acquired some horror top trumps, and in this particular case I've allocated the Yeti to Avalanche because, well, you know, what have they got in common? They've got snow in common. What I'll do is I'll try and take some pictures so you can see the particular stats for the Yeti: fear factor, killer instinct. There's nothing particularly killer about this book. The snow is the real enemy, I think, but you know, it's the closest. There isn't a Yeti in this. Sorry, spoiler, there's no Yeti in Avalanche. Sorry to disappoint. But it was the most appropriate. You'll see some of the other top trumps cards coming up and you'll see what I mean. So there we go. That is our first point horror title covered.
Well done.
Next time it will be the next one in the list. I will put the list, which I got from Wikipedia, in the description so you can see what is coming up. But until then, we'll say bye David, bye Hoff, and next time you'll be joined by this finger, these surfers up here, and this lifeguard. So, see you later.
David Hasselhoff?
Thanks very much for listening. If you'd like to contact us or check out what we've been up to, you can find us on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook. If you enjoyed the video today, please do like it, subscribe to the channel, and ding the bell to receive notifications about new videos. See you in the next one.